for the class. Vishwarupa Sandarshana Yoga, the universal form. No, very uttered word, commonly heard, universal form, Vishwarupa of Krishna, right? So let's see what exactly was happening at that time and how it was described by Sanjaya and Arjuna. So whoever is interested to read, please raise your hands. Hare Krishna, Shri Kalyan.
Chapter 11 Vishwarupa Sandarshan Yoga, the universal form. Why does Arjuna want to see Vishwarupa? Arjuna's experience and description of Vishwarupa. Arjuna's prayers. Pure bhakti, the prerequisite to see any form of Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. You know, with this picture, which is being painted and by devotees, okay? Srila Prabhupada was there and his students, disciples were there, they're beautifully done. And Prabhupada was very happy and he's like, yeah, this is how it will be looking. All the paintings. And when we see the paintings, we can feel and try to understand how exactly the Vrindavan is there, how the events were happening at that time. Okay? Yes, and now we'll be trying to learn all these 4 points in this chapter. First, in the verse number 2. Hare Krishna Manaswini, can you please read?
Lotus-eyed one, I have heard from you in detail about the appearance and disappearance of every living entity as realized through your inexhaustible glories. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Now, when you hear something, it's very nice, very beautiful. You'll have to see the decoration, how they do the temple, and you'll have to just check. If people keep saying you, and you'll be like, yeah, why don't I take darshan one day? Shall we go for temple like that? We'll be interested, right? Now Arjuna heard all the opulences, very special qualities which Krishna has, right? And now he's requesting, can I even see? Right? Like after this, he's going to ask, I've heard in detail in your glories, and he's happy. And now he says in next verse, yes, Shavani, please read.
Arjuna says, I wish to see how you have entered into this cosmic manifestation. I wanted to see that form of yours.
Yes, Hare Krishna. See, he's requesting. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. He's requesting Krishna, I wish to see and I want to see. Can you please show? Then, yes, Krishna is like very merciful, very kind to all his devotees. Whatever they ask, he tries to fulfill. Right? Now, there's a question. Why is Arjuna asking all this to Krishna now? When Krishna said, did he believe or what was running in Arjuna's mind? Yes, Shri Kalyan, please read.
He doubted Krishna. Why did Arjuna ask Lord Krishna to show the universal form? He doubted Krishna. He considered himself special. To convince people who will consider Krishna as an ordinary person. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. When we hear that Arjuna is requesting to see, then some people will think, oh, why is he asking the proof? Is he doubting Krishna? Do you think Arjuna was doubting Krishna?
No. No, ma'am.
No. But Apil say he was not doubting. He has accepted Krishna as God. How are we going to decide? In the last chapter, you remember, he says, Parabrahma Parandam, you are Supreme Personality of Godhead, you are the absolute truth, you are the ultimate abode. Right? So he has already accepted Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is not doubting Krishna. He trusts Krishna like anything. Whenever there was a problem for Arjuna and the Pandavas, Krishna was the one who was saving. Why will he doubt Krishna? He never doubted Krishna. He had complete trust, full faith in Krishna. Okay, and next point is saying, is he thinking himself special? Okay, you have told me now, and give me the next flavor also. Is he like demanding? No. Why? Because he is already surrendered soul. A surrendered soul will not be having ego, right? Who will be knowing, who will be understanding that he is part and parcel of Krishna, like devotees. No, they will go deep. Everything coming from Krishna, so they will not be having that stage of feeling themselves special. Okay, and to convince people, in future, he knew already. Okay, some people will come and say, I am God. Simply namesake. They'll come and they'll show some magic tricks, attract people, and so after some time they'll say, yeah, I can do this thing, I can improvise your money, I can improvise your health, I can improvise your everything. Give me some more money. When he can do himself, why he wants money, right? Just like fake gurus, they call themselves as gurus. Okay, for in future people, they should not be confused, right? Many people will come and say, I am God, worship me, I am God, give me money. So at that time, what should they decide? There should be something to analyze, right? If at all okay, how will we judge whether this is salt or sweet? The taste we know, right? So now to understand, Krishna is setting a platform. Okay, how to understand Krishna? Hare Krishna, is the voice clear for everyone or is it disturbing? Some,
It's disturbing, ma'am.
so I'll just set it one sec. By then keep guessing what will be the next slide. You can see so much of money. Hare Krishna, is it better now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The fan was on, and even the Prabhupada chanting was in the high volume. I've now reduced the volume, but I've not turned it off. We should never turn off Prabhupada's voice. He is the transcendental person. His voice should be always heard. Hare Krishna. Let's continue. Some people will demand money. Give me so much of money. I am God. I'll make you rich. At that time, we are going to ask, oh, you're God? Then show me the universal form. Then he's like, oh, he has read the Bhagavad Gita. He knows the truth. Only the God can show the universal form. I cannot show the universal form. I'm not God, he will say, and he will run away. Like so many fake gurus will be there trying to take money. And this was understood by Krishna also. Krishna knew why Arjuna is asking the question. Yes, Kelly, please read.
Krishna also understands that Arjuna wants to see the universal form to set a criterion. For in the future, there would be so many impostors who would pose themselves as incarnations of God. The people therefore should be careful. One who claims to be Krishna should be prepared to show his universal form to confirm his claim to the people. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. And yes, it was confirmed that Prabhupada writes in the purport in explanation of the verse shloka. In future, so many people will come, bad people will be there, right? They try to say themselves, they'll try to show themselves as God. For them, there's a stage, we said. And now, Krishna will give certain instructions for Arjuna. We'll see this instruction and stop the class for today. Okay. Yes. Hare Krishna, Sri Kalyan. Please read.
Yes, ma'am. The blessed Lord said, my dear Arjuna, O son of Partha, behold now my opulences, hundreds of thousands of varied divine forms, multicolored like the sea. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. When Krishna is about to show the universal form, he's saying, Arjuna, my universal form, if you are trying to see, it will be like multicolored sea. You have seen sea, maybe blue color, or sometimes during sunset, it is red color, or orange color. When Krishna is showing, it is multicolored. You can imagine all the colors in the sea. Like that, it is very, very opulent. How you can imagine when you see the sunrise, it will be so bright. But if you imagine that two suns rising, it is so much of brightness, 10 suns, even more brightness, we cannot open our eyes. Hundreds of suns, so much of brightness, opulences, right? So that very bright and very strong is universal form, and Krishna is saying that so that Arjuna can hear and be ready, okay, for the class. So yes, we'll be stopping here for today, and we'll hear a kirtan. And if you have any question, please unmute yours. Please type in the chat box. In some time, we'll be taking up your question.